Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. Here in Portland, we have an interconference matchup with the Blazers looking to create some cheers for this home crowd. And a wide open look for Sarr. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Inside, Sharp. And the foul called on Alex Sarr. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Simons. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Now here's Middleton. And here is Poole. Pass to Sarr. Shot clock at 3. Lets the 3 fly. Poole, no good. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. Puts up a deep 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty draft record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Oh, that's blocked. Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. On the wing, Koulibaly. And Poole gets it to go.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
In his first 3 seasons in the NBA, Stan, Anthony Simons only started 5 games. But now he is out there a lot and getting starts.
Well, look, Kevin, he played under Damian Lillard. Not a bad role model for Anthony Simons. Another 6'3" guard with explosive scoring capability.
Here's Sarr. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And it's Simons off the drive. And the layup is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that. Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Ayton inside. Can't connect from short range.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste. Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Now, here's Simons. Pass to Kamare. Sharp on the wing. Sinks that one from the post.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Here's Middleton. Three-pointer. The rebound by Sharp. Here's Kamare. Nothing on the board. Outside, Simons. Shoots the three. Rebound, Washington. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Poole, no good. Now, Simons. Outside, Avdia. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. George looking over the floor. Here's Sarr. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Sarr's got 8 points. Simons from outside. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Wizards leading by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
And play stops. This one, what looks to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. But in the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow them.
Pass to Kamare. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Portland moving the ball around. And here's Sharp. Here's Ayton. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Back to Coulibaly. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Coulibaly's got the lead up to 8 now for Washington.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
And it's Sharp missing. Now the Wizards with it. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. At the elbow, it's Sarr. Launches a 3. The rebound by Sharp. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside, Avdia. From deep. Sharp, that's good. Sharp's got 5 points so far.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Offensive rebound. Simons on the wing. Puts up a 3. And another 3 for Portland.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Here's Sarr. And another miss by Washington.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Back to Sharp. And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
The offensive rebound. Kamara. Tries again. And there's a nice layup by Klingon. Klingon's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Bay. They can't stop the run with that one. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Simons on the wing. Sharp on the wing. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Johnson goes in. Pass to Champagnie. Drops one in from the wing. And the Wizards lead by 2. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Now, here's Simons. 7 points in the game. Johnson for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Deflects the pass. Here's Champagnie. No good on the triple. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. We've got second half action for you. The next couple quarters are similar to the first. This one could go down to the last possession. And Portland with the ball. Trailing by 2. Outside, Simons. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Kispert. Back to Johnson. Here's Champagnie. Takes a 3. Avdia with the rebound. Now Simons. Now here's Avdia. For the lead. Good on the three-point shot. Avdia's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Trailblazers. Here's Carrington. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Sharp with it. He has 5. 4 on the clock. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. And again, it's Portland with the three.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Right wing. Here's Johnson. Up and in on the layup. Johnson's got his first 2 points. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Back to Simons. And they're moving it up. Here's the three. He can't get that one. Portland trailing here. Will stand after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization. Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years.
Here's Champagnie. Buries the long-range jumper. Champagnie's got 5.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And it's Simons missing. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Carrington. From outside, off the mark. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Ayton. Back to Avdia. From deep. The putback. Rebound by the Wizards. And he lobs it up. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge respect for.
Oh, that's a great example. Coaching an aging star, very difficult. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Here's Simons. He's got 10. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Trailblazers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And here's Sharp. 5 points in the game. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the third. Good on the triple. Simons has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Portland.
Oh, good pass right there from Sharp. These types of plays really help team chemistry.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Coulibaly. Pass to George. Middleton left side. Lets it fly from 18. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
That's a 2 from Simon. It's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And so Ayton will bring it up for Portland. It's a 1-point game. Now Simons. 16 points for him. Here's Koulibaly. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a ball game here. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Washington leading now by 3. Now, here's Poole. Pass to Sarr. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Thibault. To the middle. Stolen by Middleton. Here's the break. Poole on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The officials are all over that one.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Three-pointer, Simon. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night. Lets it go from deep. Poole, no good. Trailblazers trailed by 7. Here's Sharp. He takes it in. They get it back. Poole with it. Pass to Sarr. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And here's Sharp. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ayton. Outside, Simons. With the shot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense played a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And here we go, the Wizards' fast break. The tray. Portland grabs the miss. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Drills it from outside.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
First free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one. Trailblazers trailed by 8. Simons from outside. And Sarr pulls it down.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And here's Poole for 3. They get it back. The shot by Middleton, wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And that's his game. Middleton knows he's out there to shoot the rock whenever he gets a good look.
And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That's his first foul. .149 left in the fourth quarter. That one goes in.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Poole on the wing. And it's George missing. And Walker's got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 9 points. Here's Henderson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
Both free throws good from Henderson. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Smart. Pass to Carrington. Takes it off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 9.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Here's Klingon. Rebounded by Smart. There's 48 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Carrington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Henderson. Takes the 3. Portland again missing. Smart deciding where to go with it. And so it's the Wizards with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps
Welcome, everyone. Everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now here's Durant. Beal outside. Durant looking around. 6 to shoot. Back to Beal. Carries it. From 3. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here's Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Lets it go from deep. First shot won't go. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. Nembhard outside. To the middle. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall, and Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
The fadeaway. Right side Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Booker. Oh, and Turner with a block.
I'll tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end, and there's no question they have the tools to do it.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Here's Durant. The rebound by Turner.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Booker. And it's Booker again missing. And here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Launches a 3. The Pacers again can't hit. And so Durant will bring it up for Phoenix. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Indiana trailing here. Halliburton for 3. He can't get it to go. Bull up top. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam. It's his first trip to the line. Free throw drops for Bull. And Bull drops them both. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
For 3, Booker knocks down the triple.
Devin Booker will flat put it to you on the three-point line. Don't give him any open shots.
All right, Doris, where do you think Halliburton ranks among the NBA's best players?
Well, he's certainly, BA, got to be near the top of the list. Number one, his vision is absolutely tremendous. He can create on the fly. As importantly to me, it's his spirit and presence, the joy he brings to the game.
Doris, you look at the Utah Pacers roster. Plenty of upside moving forward.
LBA, there is no doubt one of the strengths of this team is the chemistry of the young pieces you just referenced. And remember, this group plays a unique style, the fastest pace in the league, one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. A ton of fun to watch this Pacers roster play together.
Pure from three-point range.
Tyrese Halliburton has an array of moves offensively. Off the deck, yes, sir.
Pass to Durant. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Turner. Now the Pacers with it. Trailing by 2. And Nesmith gets it to go.
Halliburton's vision and then the ability to thread the needle there makes the defense pay.
Dunn outside. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, didn't think that was going in.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Halliburton left side. Outside Nesmith. A little mid-range shot is up. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Pass to Booker. Shot from the wing. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Booker's got 5.
Well, this is about unselfishness. Kevin Durant is a great scorer, but right now he's getting his teammates cooking.
Takes the 3. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Outside Bull. No good on the triple. Here's Halliburton. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. The Suns on top, up by 3. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Suns.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Here's Halliburton knifing in. And Siakam gets it to go.
Well, all you have to do when a teammate has the basketball is beat a target, and Pascal steps into it and lets it go. Nicely done.
Now here's Durant. And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Booker. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Turner. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. The ball's knocked loose. To the inside. Here's Siakam. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Dunn. You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, BA, that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the 3, but go to your first strength.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Takes a 3. There's the 3. Outside for Halliburton. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta. Now it's a 3-point Indiana lead.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Booker surveying the D. Outside Bull. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Three-pointer. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's the three. And Bull hits from deep. Bull's got 6 points in the quarter.
Instinctual playmaker. Booker very crafty in distributing to his teammates.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance. And it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Dunn. Back to Booker. Nembhard with it. Now guarded by Booker. Halliburton for three. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Here's Durant. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket. Well, Doris, for a while, the amount of three-pointers seemed to grow exponentially. I think it's plateaued now.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure I agree that it's plateaued. What we do know unequivocally is these organizations have defined how to be the most efficient basketball team. And each and every year, we're setting records in that category. They're just getting smart about the kinds of shots you want and when. We're seeing more shots at the rim, and we're still heavily emphasizing the three-point line.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And here are the Suns. Outside Durant. Pass to Bull. The kick to Durant. This one for three. KD. He splashes the triple.
This guy's mechanics are just pure. Kevin Durant, folks, turn the lights out if you allow him to get a three-point shot off.
Siakam with it. Over Beal. And too long on the shot. The Suns lead by three. Pass to Bull. Puts up a deep three. Siakam pulls down the board. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Mathurin. Turner for three. Bull grabs the board. Mathurin with a steal. Here's Siakam. That foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very... And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pacers trail by three. To the left side wing. Offensive board. Siakam outside. And here's Toppin from the arc. Rebounded by Dunn. Phoenix leading by three. Pass to Durant. Inside. Deflects the pass. Toppin with a steal. McConnell from outside. Drains the triple. McConnell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, the anticipation of Obi Toppin on that one. Gets the steal, gets him out in transition.
Durant, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Doris, no secret how talented the international players are in the NBA, especially those from Canada.
Yeah, we've seen a number of Canadians come in and have a high level of impact on their team. For Mathurin, think about his availability his rookie year, played in almost every game, and this guy is a legit scorer at this level.
Outside Neesmith. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Bol. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Bol's got 11 points.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
McConnell with it. Guarded now by Bol. 6 on the shot clock. Back to McConnell. Lets the three fly. Another shot. There's Neesmith with a three. Kept alive.
Reading the trajectory of that shot, he anticipated the big rebound.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Pacers trail by 8. Pass to Toppin. Will it go? What a nice finish on the layup. Toppin's got his first points of the game.
Listen, the painted area is where Obi Toppin can be so dangerous. The athleticism and the tools he has, look out.
Now here's Durant. 10 points for him. Outside Bol. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Booker. Off target from the baseline. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Toppin's shot is off. The Suns lead by 6. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Pacers making a change here. Durant with it. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Kevin Durant is arguably the greatest scoring forward ever. What makes KD so incredible, Doris?
BA, this game better go into triple overtime if I've got to list everything that makes this guy special. Size, elite shooting, ability to handle the ball at 7 feet, put it on the deck, get past, finish in traffic, rebound. You need me to guard every single position on the defensive end? I can do that. I could go on all night. How much time we got, BA?
One of the all-time greats, Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Haliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam as all-star point guard. His knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Toppin. Outside for Haliburton. And here's Toppin from the arc. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Nembhard outside. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
And the Pacers making a change here. Now here's Haliburton. He's got 6. Haliburton goes up top to throw it down.
Tyrese Haliburton saying, I'm not just a pure shooter, folks. I've got a little ups in my game.
Outside Booker. .23 seconds left in the third. And Durant gets it to go.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night. First free throw is good.
I mean, he can do it all. Shoot, facilitate. Great skills for the young Haliburton.
Phoenix calls timeout.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
My guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue, and it seems like they're trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
Phoenix calls timeout. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Beal outside. Lets it fly. Pacers with a rebound. Nembhard, good. Nembhard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. The Suns lead by 4. Outside Booker. Dunn outside. The rebound by Nembhard. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. Here's Halliburton. Nembhard outside. And stolen by Bol. Now Booker. To the paint. They swipe it. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. Here's Halliburton. Doesn't go for him. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn. For 3, Booker. Bol. Tried to tip it in, couldn't get it. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 4-point game. And here's Turner from the arc. On target from range.
I'll tell you, the confidence of Miles Turner shooting from just about anywhere, including from deep beyond the arc.
Looking to get it going. That one's wide left.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Pass to Walker. Back to Nembhard. Clock at 6 to take the lead. And the layup is good.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
And so it's Phoenix with it. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Back to Booker. 4-3. And they get it back. Back to Durant. Shot clock at 5. Counted from distance. And the Suns lead by 2.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Pass to Booker. From deep three-point land. Bol, no good. Indiana on offense. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Well, yet another selfless play from Miles Turner. Pretty pass to his teammate.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Turner. And here's Indiana now. On the wing, Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Nembhard outside. Shoots over Booker. The shot by Nembhard, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. Pass to Booker. with the fadeaway. Walker pulls down the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Now here's Turner. Now Walker, guarded by Durant. Back to Turner. Pass to Nembhard. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And now we've got an intentional foul. .46 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Here's Booker. It falls! A huge shot to tie it up.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. Big possession. They have a chance to take the lead.
It'll be interesting to see what they run.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Booker. 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. Pulls up. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Here's Turner. Yes!
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Phoenix calls timeout. Time expires. We're going to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. And here's Indiana now. Here's Halliburton. Drives to the hoop. Halliburton on the wing. Six to shoot. Pass to Nembhard. And stolen by Durant. Oh, the block just stops it cold and takes possession. Down low. Here's Siakam. Toppin outside. Fires in the triple.
Toppin embraces the challenge unafraid in the big moment.
A minute into overtime of what's been a great one so far. Durant's shot is off. Pacers leading by 3. Here's Nembhard. Misses the 3. Beal right side. Outside Booker. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Bowl. Back to Booker. Offensive rebound.
Oh, key bucket from Beal. How about that under pressure?
Halliburton outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Halliburton. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. Dunn outside.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook position to draw the charge.
Just about 2 minutes into the overtime period. What a game. Toppin outside. Back to Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Turner. Three-pointer. Phoenix grabs the miss. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Nembhard.
Well, Kevin Durant is used to absorbing contact on the way up, and when he's this deep, it really puts the defense in a bind.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
You know, 2 things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Beal surveying the D. Back to Booker. Cash!
And they do have a foul to give if needed. The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first. And that brings him within 2 here. And both free throws good for Halliburton. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
Calm under pressure, and every point here means a lot.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. They're down by 3. Only 2 seconds left in overtime. Time called here. The Pacers decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. Only 2 seconds left in OT. And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that brings him within 2 here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime they caught a second wind.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to